Chapter 1. The Spark and the Wall. The training grounds were louder than usual that day. The air smelled of ash, gunpowder, and molten metal. At the center of this chaos was Britain's rebel child, Phoenix. With a snap of his fingers, a fireball floating in the air curled like a dancer, reducing targets to ash. "Come on, is that all?" Phoenix shouted, adjusting his jacket collar. That famous, annoyingly confident smirk was plastered on his face. However, the bots weren't the problem. Phoenix had miscalculated his last shot and blown up the field's security barriers. As alarm sounds echoed, Sage appeared at the door. Her face was frighteningly calm. "It is easy to destroy Phoenix," Sage said, her voice ice cold. "What is hard is keeping things together. You are endangering the team." Phoenix stepped closer, the heat rising between them. "I'm not careless, babe. I'm just passionate. You know, exactly what you need a bit more of." Sage frowned. "Don't call me babe. And get ready. Brimstone is calling us. Unfortunately, we are partners on the new mission." Chapter 2. Cold War. The interior of the V-22 Osprey heading for the Icebox mission was even colder than the air outside. Phoenix kept shaking his leg, trying to hide his nervousness. Sage, on the other hand, was meditating with her eyes closed. The distance between them felt like mountains. "Hey," whispered Phoenix, unable to stand the silence. "Is it really that cold there? I mean, is my jacket enough?" Sage opened one eye. She noticed Phoenix's hands were trembling. It wasn't from the cold, but from the fear of making a mistake. "I am right beside you," Sage said, her voice soft this time. "If you fall, I will pick you up. If you get hurt, I will heal you." Phoenix dropped his cocky attitude for the first time and smiled sincerely. "I know. That's why I won't leave your side." Chapter 3. Descent into Ice Hell. Silence prevailed when they landed on the snowy peaks, but it was the silence before the storm. The wind howled, and snowflakes pricked their faces like needles. Steam rose from Phoenix's breath, his shoulders tense from the cold. Sage moved ahead, gripping her weapon tightly. "Be careful, Phoenix. This is one of Kingdom's best-guarded facilities. We don't have the luxury of making mistakes." Phoenix nodded. He wasn't showing off anymore. He was serious. He began to watch Sage's back. Sage noticed this sudden change and inwardly appreciated it. Chapter 4. Ambush and Circle. The moment they entered Site B, they were caught in the middle of a deadly circle formed by Kingdom soldiers. Bullets rained down from everywhere. "My wall is about to break," shouted Sage. Her energy was draining as she tried to keep the ice barrier standing. Cracks on the barrier grew with every second. Phoenix crouched behind a container and spewed fire. "There are too many. I'm running out of ammo," Sage, breathless, said. "We must retreat. I will slow them down. You run." "I'm not leaving you here." Phoenix's answer was definitive, but the situation was hopeless. Sage's wall shattered with a loud noise, leaving both of them defenseless amidst the freezing wind and enemy fire. Chapter 5. Breaking Point. Time slowed down as the wall collapsed. Just as Phoenix leaned down to reload, he heard that sound. A thin mechanical hum coming from the top of the cranes. When he looked up, he saw a red laser glowing in the mist. The laser wasn't aiming at Phoenix. It was targeting the chest of Sage, who was out of power, on her knees, and completely vulnerable. Neither a strategy nor a plan came to Phoenix's mind at that moment. There was no time to think. There was only a pure, raw instinct to protect. "Get down!" Phoenix threw himself forward. He leaped over Sage like a ball of fire. The roar of the sniper rifle tore through the air, and the bullet plunged into Phoenix's chest as he jumped in front of her, instead of its intended target, Sage. Chapter 6. Holding on Phoenix hit the ground hard. His famous bright orange flames had extinguished, replaced by smoke and the smell of blood. "Grant?" Sage's voice trembled. When she crawled over to him, the sight she saw filled her heart with a fear colder than ice. "My jacket," whispered Phoenix with a wheezing voice. "Damn it, they ruined my jacket." "Hush! Don't speak." Sage pressed her hands over the bleeding wound. "Heal. Please work." But Sage was afraid. Her hands were shaking and the healing orb couldn't reach full power. Phoenix held Sage's wrist with his bloody hand. "Hey," he whispered. "Calm down. You are Sage. You are a miracle." This blind trust froze the panic inside Sage. She took a deep breath and transferred an intense life energy bursting from her palms into Phoenix.